I'm going to start recording for you. I will send your recording as an MP3 straight after our session. Save it to your device. It's timeless. It will continue to activate you. You can ask information. You'll receive answers from the higher self. So, welcome to my cabin, Shay. Welcome to my world. Kia dos godoy na mikite korakaya. Iske badasana kite. My heart opens to you. Shokojana. Salamine keteska dora okoya machai. So I don't know where we're going to go this morning, this evening for you. I just know that on a timeline, you and I have agreed to come together. Our souls have been together. We've danced in the stars and we've held each other. And I feel such the deepest love for you. Kiana kite kotora okoya machana kie dasanakai on your journey. Sakini eskador. So how we normally work, and I have this massive feeling of like being connected with you, just that lovely flow of energy. And I connect to all of my clients, but all in very different ways, but it feels very cathartic being with you. Kiana kiska doroko yakie siena kahai. Oh, and I get the sense that if we were together, we would just sit there and we wouldn't need to speak. We would just, talk from our heart, which is always so beautiful. Kianaska disikata shekora. So how I tend to sort of work, and as I say, it's so utterly different for every client, and of course it will be because all of our journeys are so different, is that I will come in with a light language transmission, suriketa sonokucha anakai, just to come into your field. Oh, and then I will probably drop into trance, and then I will code for you. So my only question, I suppose, that I would ask to you is, what do you want to get from our time together? What would make a beautiful healing with me today?
I do have specific concerns.
Okay.
I understand that you're able to help me clear out some vibrational.
I can feel it already. I can feel it already, my love.
I've been battling with this, and a battle truly, with my eyes. It's gone on for a few years now, specifically diagnosed as allergic conjunctivitis. But the eyes and the sinuses, they make me not want to be in my body anymore. It's that bad. And I know it's completely connected energetically. I understand that completely. I did work with, about 6 months ago, a young channeler who did some clearing for me, and it was like a miracle for 3 days. That's it. I recognize that I really need some help clearing out whatever Akashic stuff is going on. So it's head stuff, and right now, and I do understand it's about me embracing life and change. I'm at my age too. I do massage work. It sort of goes beyond massage, but
of course,
it's a very physical aspect of that work that I still engage with. And I, due to a shoulder injury, I compensated with my hands and ended up with what's called golfer's elbows.
Yeah, I had tennis elbows, so it's painful.
It's painful, and it's crippling sometimes for me emotionally, because it is right now my way of, it has been for a while, my way of making a living. So those are the physical aspects, and if you see anything that is in the way of my my financial world, like this, has always been, I'll have a lot, I'll have nothing. I have a lot, it's distorted. I've got something that blocks my abundance, and I feel like there's such richness just right there, out of reach, that's waiting for me. It doesn't make sense that I don't have a lot of money.
Okay.
That I don't have that kind of freedom.
Yeah. Okay.
But it feels like it's right there, and my dreams have reinforced that. So I don't understand anything you can do to help me understand that. I've never specifically worked with anybody who's uses so much of the Akashic records, and that fascinates me too. So,
and it's interesting because I never really see it that way. I suppose as a, and I don't even really class. I have to categorize what I do because the 3D world needs to understand it. But, you know, for me, it's just the fluidity of coming into your field, you know, looking at your energy field, just being able to see everything and the soul and the spirit's journey. So why don't let's set the intention, Kiana kiske kora kiana kiato usko. Let's set the intention for, I really want to set the intention for healing for your highest good. And I'll tell you in a minute, as I'm coming into your field, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing. Healing for your highest good, absolutely, and to remove blockages and to move beyond your own limitations. And I think that's really important. Okay, so let's place it out into the field. And what I'm going to ask Shay is, when we work, I will work mainly in my light language, and I will translate my light language for you. And that which isn't required to be translated, I want you just to place in your body, in your field, and intuitively you'll know where to allow that in. And you will feel where your blockages are, because they're showing me that you already understand that. I'm just moving because I've got lots of energy coming down in my spine we're going to work with. So I ask you to surrender. Kiaska dasa kie torakoya. Do you know what? As I see you, and as I see the energy field, there is a fluidity, but there is actually a rigidity there as well. There's something very rigid. So when I see you, and you know what? I want to tell you how much I'm sending my love to you, how much I love you in this moment in time, because I see you as I see this beautiful energy all around you, and I see this knowing, this very spiritual knowing, and yet I see a core of rigidity that's there, and that's where we need to, okay, that's the truth. So that's where we need to break through to, and I respect that, and I respect your journey, and I'm going to ask that we, with bravery and compassion, I ask that we go into that, because I believe that will be the part that, okay, thank you. Then they've just said to me, the part that sets you free. When we come into that emotion, I will make lots of noises as I clear your field. And I want you to, has your light language come through yet, Shay? No. Okay, it's there. It's there. I can feel it and I can see it. You have also, okay, so park that just for a moment. Just stay there for a moment, please. So there's so much information coming through, and I want to be able to come in and say what I need to say. They know how I like to work. I like to work logically. So, and then I'll step out the way and they can do whatever they want because I'm not here. So I ask you that when we start to clear, and I start asking you to move to that space of the blockage, we do so on the breath, the in-breath through the nose, the out-breath. And on the out-breath, I really want you to go deep. I want you to go into that core of resistance, and I need you to start releasing that out. When I'm coding for you, if you feel you want to either move with your hands, with your body, if you want to code with me, if we can bring your light language forward, we will do, if you allow it. And there's this whole thing of your restrictions on yourself. As much as you are expansive, you restrict that inner part. And it's like there is a fear about letting go of that at this time. And that's come through many lifetimes, about the inability to really, really free fall into who you are. There's a part that's holding back, and we need to understand why. So I will make lots of strange noises as I clear, because I clear on the breath, I clear with the tone. I invite you to invite that into breaking down. It's interesting, they're giving me the Tower card from Tarot, and it's like the inner tower here that needs to come down, and we're going to start doing that work today. And then you move forward and you continue to deconstruct those paradigms and belief systems. Tiskadasana kucha anakaya ita. So I really want you to come into your energy field. I want you to move with your energy. We'll work as long as we need to. I'm not worried about time or anything. We'll work as long as we need to so we get this started, to get this cleared. Kianaskata. And I also, thank you. I also need you to ask permission for yourself to let go. For yourself to let go, to trust me in the journey. And together we will do this. And when we're working, take my light, take my strength, take my love, use that, because we've done this before. We've done this before, Shay. Naskadise kotora ichikonakoya. So I'm just going to, I feel like I want to cocoon myself with you. I'm just going to pull my blinds down. And then we're going to work where we need to work. When I'm coding, I code with numbers, mostly numbers. Sometimes I've started to code with letters. Each of those hold a specific frequency. If you want to repeat the numbers either aloud or within the breath, it's entirely up to you. It's about just coming together with that energy field. So please make yourself comfortable. Please put down your roots. Kuchana kite sorokoye babanaskadasa kite kaya. And I want you to step aside. I want that left brain to step aside. You can ask it to move aside to become an observer in the journey that we're going to take. Tiskadasana kucha irikia. Surikutu sukodoina kai. Uskamahana kie. And as I come fully into your energy system, there's a blockage in the high heart, tuskadoina kite, and around the throat, kuya mahana, shishe shonokucha anakai tisikada orakai. Suraki, the root looks lovely, the root looks really beautiful. Kiana kitesa do ushkapakana kieta kitiskador okoya. You have blockages down the spine, kiana skadiske, torkoya, kiana hana, kieto osko, chuchichana, sankite, kala anakai. And I'm coming up into the head to Skadoya Mikite Kanakasaye Nasasaye. And as it's really interesting, as I'm just asking to be shown the energy around your face, it feels as though there's lots of calcification. Sudakite Sanakatara Akaye Shunsikala Iniki. So I'm going to ask that we start working with that, bringing the energies in. So for this moment in time, I ask you to root down. I ask you to give permission to open everything up. I ask you to bring your team in. You have beautiful star beings. You are also, you're holding a lot of the giant energy as well. So we're hopefully moving to that. That always makes my heart sing when I see that energy. So just breathe in. Allow me in with every breath. Allow me to come deeper and deeper into the very core of you with my light. Salakaye tanakietos kodoya. Allow my light language to sing to you. Tukutusa Nakoya, the remembrance. Salayana kite kotora okoya makaya. You're dealing with a lot of separation in this lifetime. Tuskadia nakaye sanakite shonokoto. You feel it so deeply. Kiana kata sanakaye. This is also part of the separation of heart and high heart. Salakite kuchora kiana kiata skadaya nekite kora anakaya. Nushkeba anakai. Tiskaba orkoi. Irikite sanakacha anakoya. And I want you, and I'm going to do this until we get to the point where it feels right. I need you to drop down your guard, drop down all of that energy. Just let it fall away. Come into vulnerability. Kiana kite kotora. Ushka makaya tiska. Drop everything away. Talakie, talakie, talakie. And I'm going to place over you a huge white pyramid of light. Protection as above, as below, as outside, as inside. I need you to feel safe and I need you to surrender. Surrender is something that's very difficult in the core of the spirit. Sayana kite kotora okoya miniske babana kia. There's so much grief here. Tuskotoi nikire enakaye ishanakoya. Minikite sakotora okuye minike kantara. Ishe kankoya kie kanyana kaya. Isha mokoria nahai. And allow my language to come through as a balm. Nyanakite kotora okoya. Ishe nahanakaya. And I place my hands inside of your hands and I hold you tight. Sana kutu kutu shigebana kieta kayena. Ishe katora okoya. Let everything drop down. Takine katara kiana kieska. Ushe kamakora. Ise kamana saye. Kiane kite kora kiena kiana ka. Usha makoya kita. Melt that solidity in the center core of you. Let it start to be infused with the light. Kieskada, you've been a warrior in so many of your lifetimes. Shana kite kuchano kokuya. Inimie sanakocha. So much responsibility, dear one, in so many of your lifetimes. You have tried to seek a life of tranquility, but it must be seen, for it must be released. Sakula kiena kuya mahana ishe kukucha inikiana kuliana kutuska makite kanana saya. Call down your tribe. Tukuchiche chantinakite kucha. Call down your tribe. Tushe mahana ise kachana kite kutora okoya anahai. And ground deeply. Take those roots right down into center sun, into the core of the earth. Tushe shan san sise kura. Moku chiche chantor oya mine kite katara ana kite. Shakula kie no kuchikamokol. Moloskoto ite kotora oko yamana ise kuchana sanse kite. And I'm going to ask you to ask the higher self to release the template of the warrior. Talakuche chanakuche chanakai. I'm going right back in time. I'm going ancient Japan. Sakula na kukuchi chikano urakaye no kucha. And I need you to breathe right into the sacral. Breathe in, and on the out breath, release out. No. Shanakite korokoya. All oaths, all pledges, all kianakai, release them into the light. Tanakite kotora okuya mokola makaye nahana ie sanakaya. Moskite kora makaye iska orto isha monoko. Breathe really deeply into the sacral and release the template of the warrior, Kianaka, Japanese warrior, samurai. No. Daye kiadana kaya. All loyalty, all pledges, let them go. Tuskidise na nasaye takie. Chuchikano kola mokuti kitasana kite kaya. And there's a fear of loss of identity, and I need you to fill the heart with light. Tanakite kotora mokocha nikite. We cannot identify by the warrior spirit. Tiena kite katora koyo makoya kineska daska dira koya mahana and esana kocha in kaya otakoya. Ishka, breathing in and releasing the warrior spirit. Sayana kia, let it go to skadai. And we're going to pull from the root, from the spine, we're pulling tasanakaya, all that energy. Kutu, kite, kana, kie, dara, anakucha, iniska, anakai. Sokuchie, nakai, tikaya, oska mokole, kite, kolakie, tankite, kocha, inika. Ono kochi kabana kaya na kite kolo kocha inikite kotor I makaya anaka I te anako oshka. I'm seeing lifetimes within the warrior template, Tibetan, Mongolian, na no shi shan tur ok ish. Ottoman Empire, Takite. Whoa, go straight into that Ottoman Empire, into the sacral, go into it, breathe into it, release it out. No! Suyanahai, Shanakaye, Takite, Koyamakai. And release it from the diaphragm. Release it from the diaphragm. Soften that down. Release it on the breath. Koye kana kite, koyakite, shana kora kite. Fight or flight. Release that. That's in the spine. Release the fight and flight reflex. Tuse san son son sise. Breathe it in. No. Release it on the breath. Koyana kite. Release. Salama, salama, Salama Kieta Nakaya. I'm going Persia. Tuse Kite Sanakaya. So many warrior lifetimes. Sanoko Chianike. Release it from the spine, from the back. Tura. No. Shh. Red dragon clearing. No. Allow the dragon to come in. Shh. Chani kite kachalo kuya kite kalala sise san son son sise. Allow that dragon energy to come right in through the root. Kuya ki, gifting you, my red dragon. Use the energy, use the spirit, use the power. Kieska dasa kite sana kite katora kotoshe minike ta kiana ki tora koyama kaye saya nahise osa noya anakai. Kushane kite kaya. Sarakie, find the power of the dragon to Skadisia Nakaya, Nukuriata Ishta, Ormahaye, 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 Yanasaya, Isheka, Isheka, Tukujana, Siekai. Start to feel the shift, allowing the peace to come in. Chuchikana kite kotora okoya, niska bakaye tanakite koya. Come back to the earth, kolikie. Oh, come back to the earth, kutuska dia haya. And we're going to fill up with that beautiful earth energy. Tokuchia chichikana kotora ie kamakai. And from the central sun where you've placed your roots, bring that all the way up your body. Bring those uska. Bring those solar flares up your body. Kutosa. Transmute with the element of fire. Kiana, 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 kiaska, daska, 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 daska. It's the masculine energy that's kept you in here. Tuska, diska, dasa, in this spot. It's inhibited. It's suppressed. Tuska, dasa, nikite, kanakai, all the divine feminine. Ushka, makaye, daska, diska, danakaya, anakaya. And with love and grace, Tuska, makaye, we celebrate the warrior. Tiska, daska, the bravery. Tuska, meniska, diska, dasa, nakite, and the passion. Ture kita, ture kita, ture kita. But it's time now. It's time now to balance. Tu say san son, si say san son, si say san son, son, si say san. 6661212, 6661212, 6661212121213. Surakite, come and clear your throat with me, please. Tuskada anakaya. There's a huge scream in the throat. No! Shh. Let the red dragon come. No! Ooh. Clear it on the breath. No. Nyanikite na sayana ye mokucha anakai. O shamulana kieta kuchi mokula kie. Oh, shall let it go. I can't see what it is. I need to just deal with the emotion. Shh. Niano kuche kulamai. Hold my hands. Yano kuche, jano kuche mula. Usha kuya muliana kie. Find your bravery. Nyano kuchie. No. Shh. No kuchiana. Siana kiatulu kuchia, so many tears. Nyano kuchia kichiano kuchiano kuya. Shh. Use the breath. Kuya kite kaya. Dear one, we go back to all the lifetimes where you have had such disempowerment of the body, of the mind, of the spirit. Nyano kulikita yana kujana kaye. When tribes have been butchered, murdered, taye nakutsa chinakoya, children taken, takiana kite, lands taken, tula makuja nakaya, voice suppression, ushula munya nukuchaki, injustice, move the injustice from the throat. Nyakite kochano koliesa, let it go, kuya ana, all of the anger, let it go. Sure kite kotora okuchini kano kora, bring it up. Breathe it out, let it go. Tuska dorsa mokora kie, and put it up right from your root. I can see it all the way from the root coming up through the body, and I'm going to help you pull it through the mouth. And as we do, kiaska daska, breathe through it. You might find a gag reflex, but breathe through it. Kiana kasa kotokoya, nana kia dora ora ana ia ora ana ana ana. Kuchana kite, bring it up, see it. Torokoya mukoya kite kanakaya. Na koriata ishka mukori kitea mukoya. Clear the lifetime, dear one, where you have had your tongue removed. Turi kite kanakora kitano kuchana kite nahana iyesanahaya. Injustice. Kuya kite kana kieto ushkana kaye salal mala namahala malahala malahala mahala niana nasaya kuchiami kite kaya tututu shekite takiana kite kai. There is a lifetime, dear one, where you have been stoned. You were accused of adultery, injustice. Takite kotor. Oh, go right into the solar plex. Go right into the solar plex. Shay kiana kite. That lifetime of injustice. Tise san san san. You were stoned. You were stoned. You were stoned. You were stoned. You were stoned with the woman. Sora kite sanakaye. There was nothing there. There was nothing there. It was just a friendship. Let it go. Take it from. Oh, it's crippling in the solar plex. Let it go. Breathe into it. Kuya kula kia kia. Kuya kuya kia kia, kuya kuya kia kia, kana kaya kora kaya na ana kia takie, shankite, no koya mokoya, oishkabana kaye, tutiana kai. Go to your temple, the temple that was raided, Tuskatiska, the sacred temple, Tuskatiska, all your ancestors, Tusekanakaye, Takite, Koyakaya, all the memories of your ancestors, Tisekatasanakaya, they raided your temple, Tuskatiska Daskadai Hai, Ishe Inakaya. I see you in orange robes, Takina, Katina, everyone was slaughtered, throats slit. Everyone was slaughtered. Tise katasa, mutukutoya, mite katar anakaye, tuskada anakaya. Release that. It's right in the center of your sternum. Tuse ta. They raided your sacred space. Tuse katasa nakite kotora, ushe mahana. Blood, there's just blood everywhere, rivers of blood. Tuse sanakayetai, suse sanakayetai, suse sanakayetai kia. And remove that vision from your eyes, rivers of blood. Tuse sanakayetai, suse kanatayetai, ishe nahanakaye. Everything was slaughtered. Tapana. Everything was slaughtered. All I can hear is laughter. Takine kitesa nakata, kia nakata, orakata, ishe makata, ite, saranike, nahana. They urinated on every part of the temple that was sacred. Taye nakutu kuchana kie kanakaye, takaye, ushe makaya. And the elders, tukuya, slaughtered in front of your eyes, Tikitana, kitekana, kaya, Ushka, Ushka, Ushka. And I call upon Mother Mary, Kianaska Dasanakaya, to place her healing hands upon your eyes. Taranike Tankieta Anakaya. Soothe and heal all wounds. Soothe and heal all wounds. Soothe and heal all wounds of the temple, the destruction. Tuskadiska Danakaye, Takite Katana Kie. And change the rivers of blood to rivers of flowers, of jasmine, to Tushikana, Itikata of lotus, Talamana, Talamana, Talamana. And I want you as Mother Mary with the blessed light places her hands upon your eyes. I want you to place in your root, I want you to place in your root a lotus flower, Tise San San San, in remembrance and honouring of all those, the elders and the young, the scholars and the disciples, through all time and space. Be remembered through the blossoming of the lotus, to Sakitesa, purity, purity amongst all of the darkness. Place it right in your root. Salakite katara nahana, ishe kotora inakie, kanakite korokoya mahana kieska da anakaye. And all the souls, all the spirits, Tutujiemaka, that have been lost to you, Tuskadanakaya. Siesan, embody the lotus. Se Babanakaye, Takite Kataranahaye. Come back. Tushe Mukucha Inakai. Find your flame. Ture Kiesanana Kietar, Kietar, Kietar. Find the flame. Nushkabakai. Ire katai, ora katai, inikita, isha mokoya. And all of those memories, tukutuska dinakite, place them into the lotus, tukuchiana kie, sarakiete, the light within the darkness, tutoya, 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 kite, salamine, kakaye, saye, nahai. And allow all of that peace to come back into your body, koya kite, Sora minike Kariana, Ise Katora, Kariana, TK, come home. Kariana, TK, come home. Kariana, Kie, Sanakoya. And bring in the divine feminine energy of Kariana. It's your divine embodiment. Bring Kariana down and bring it down from the crown. Kariana, Kite, Sanakaya. The embodiment of all the divine feminine, the trust and the love. Kariana, bring her down and place her in your heart. Tarakite kantara kiesa, kieska danakatise kataya. Kariana, kita, coding 2221212. Kariana, 2221212. Kariana, sise san son son sise san. Kariana, kite kai, ushka amakaya. And really focus on that heart, reconnect to it. Kariana, kite korokoya. Bring down the divine goddess that is you. Tana kite kachai, ise kotora, isha, the beauty that is you within your eyes. Takara kiesa Kariana, sie kantari ite kakayeta. Go back to Lemuria. Go back to Lemuria. Drop in time. Drop your timeline. Go back to Lemuria. Kariana, kite kanakaye takaya. Come back to the sacred waters. 2221216 61619115 2121911612. Come back to the sacred waters, Kariana, when you were code. You were code from the divine Pleiadians. Kariana, Kutu Kuchiana, Ina, Ana, Ara Okoya, 666121212, 61616121212, 616121216, 6661212. Bring down your light. You'll see it as crystalline shards of light. Kariana, pull them down, pull the divine feminine goddess back. Pull her back, come back to divine Pleiadian daughter, Tise San Son Son, and through the crown, bring down their long strands of beautiful golden light, Kia Naskadasa Tite Kanakiana Koya, and plant them, code them in the sacral identity. Kariana comes home, goddess, sorceress, light of light, Pleiadian daughter, bring Pleiadian daughter back into Karyana, Kite Katara, and we code. And as we code, there will be four crystalline grids, Pleiadian crystalline grids, embodiment of divine feminine, Karyana. Bring them down, 4 individual mandalas. Bring the first one down, place it in the sacral. 2 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 6 1 6 1 6 1 5 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 2 1 2. Let there be light. Muskidiska dana kiato okuyana karyana kite kantara ide nakuya. Bring back all of the Pleiadian light. Bring it back to Sikadasaraki. Merge it with Lemuria. To Sikadana kite korakoya kira kira kaya nakori kodos kodoya nakaya. To Sikamaska Samakari Ushka anakaya. Tise. Find your light. San sise kataya. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. The second crystalline grid. To say mandala. Place it into the sacral. We're going to build the flower of life. Tuska diska daska diska doska doshka diska daska dora koya kia karyana kia karyana 666121216161615141312121111222221. Bring down the next one, 3 3 3. Bring down 3, transmutation. Bring 3 into the sacral, to skidiska, and overlay 3 as we interlock. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1 Karyana. Muskidiska dasa kotoya inikaya, and bring down the very last one. This is holding the original blueprint. You're holding the original blueprint of the flower of life. Take it down into your sacral. Nakite kara. You have three, and then we're integrating 4, integrating Ushka inakaye uta 11112 11112 11112 11112. Source light Karyana. Bring down the source light. 11112 22212 22213 33314 44415 51516 61617 71718 81819 integrate 9. Sukuchiana kite karakiato Oscar, and you'll see those four mandalas. They will split. It's like a kaleidoscope. They split and they form the flower of life. They split and they form the flower of life. Bring all of those energies, and they split again. They split because you hold the seed, the original seed of source. San si se san son son si se san si se san. Sutiana kuchana kite. Salamine katala anakai. Ishka, breathe into it, Tuskadianakaya, and bring down your silver dragon. Bring it down through the crown. You're going to bring it down. It's Pleiadians gifting you the silver dragon of Lemuria. Bring the silver dragon right down through your crown. Bring it down, and we're going to anchor it into the flower of life. Bring it all the way down through your body. As you do, I'm going to pull and ask for my red dragon to very gently come down, back through your root, pulling my dragon back with love and grace and honor, and allowing space for the silver dragon energy to come through. Feel it come through your body. Ki se san san san. It brings down Pleiadian codes of light. Kalana, Kiera, Nahana, Nihes. Bring it in, Talakaye. Integrate it with the flower of life in the sacral. Chanakota, Kie, rebirth. And as you do, see that lotus opening fully. Takala Kie, Sanoko, Chana Kie, Sanoko, Chana Kie, Sanoko. Saye Takite Koto. Ushka, anchor in the silver dragon, Turikite Sanakoya, and then turn the silver dragon from the sacral, bring it up through the center midline, and then I want you to twist it so we anchor it into your spine. So I want the dragon, please, the silver dragon head will be at your head, and we're going to code the spine down your spine. 221212 221216 22216. Feel your spine literally opening up to allow the dragon energy in. 22122 222123 222124 555 BBBAA 1112. Bye, 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 Allow all that vibration to integrate. Naluya nikite nai. Soya mukucha nakite. Kanala sayani ketaya. Come back to your ancient wisdom, dear one. Come back to the truth. You have been searching in the wilderness, and yet the truth is always within. Tayano kuchiche kayatoye. Malulia mikikia nakaya isha. Come back to the lifetime of the giant when you seeded earth. Your connection, your heart, your spirit, Palladian, seeding the earth through the Palladian giants. This is your tribe. This is the loss, the separation you have experienced in this lifetime. The separation of your humanity within. The warrior spirit disengaged the heart. It disengaged the compassion. It disengaged the love. To lay the warrior to rest within the earth allows you to reintegrate into the flower of life. It is the meaning of your existence. It is the seeding of your life. Jana kule kite kayana. Tie kamakushka kayana. Jani kite kaya kayana. Seed the flower of life, where every foot leaves a space and a step, a shadow, an imprint. Place the flower of life within your heart, for this is the key to your ascension. Chakite kola nakaye tamokuchekite. Come back to the giants. Jana lusa kite koi. Minike kaputo I palana ishekotoi. Allow the spirit of the white silver dragon to bring back your knowing. Kiano soyala ite kuchino kicha chichikola makula makai tikine kakocha chiche oko. Hold the template of the flower of life. Chana kule kite. For it was the symbol of your clan and tribe. Chaluku chichikeka kulaka ite kamakai. Integrate the divine feminine. Salamukucha chichika uska pahana ile katora ushe kaluliana kamakite koto. Kala saye nakite koto ushe kamai. Come back to your compassion. Talapato. Pire me irekata orakaya. Shinoku jaki. Monokoi. In your hand, your right hand, we place the energy of the lizard. Takite katora kie. Nyakataya. The embodiment of light. Transformation. Taluku chichika ula kamana. Ite kutuska kia. And in your left hand, dear one, we place the oceans. Soyana kite. So you may never forget. You are the seeder of earth, the bringer of truth, and the holder of light. Nakula kiena, nakula nakiena, nakula nakiela ki. Shamakai. And then be aware as you integrate the spine of the dragon against your spine. Be aware that the head overlays your head. You may see through the dragon's eyes. You may hear through the dragon's thoughts. And you may love through the dragon's heart. Chana kura kie. Welcome home, my friend. Welcome home. We have missed you. Chana kuya ishe ka anakai. Tuture kie danakaite. And together we may dance in the stars as our dragons. Chachichi kukuya. We may laugh, kuraki. We may cry, chanakai. But we shall always be. Tike takula, ile kana, ite kata ishiko och. Connected by the dragon codes. Chana layana hiye tukuja. Welcome home, my friend. Welcome home. And just for this moment, just hold your space, your light. Feel how the physical body responds to all the codes, the integration of light, the crystalline grids, remembrance and the release. And fill every part of your physical body with that silver dragon light. Every part, every crook, every shadow. Fill up with your truth. Feel the divine feminine light as it ripples through every template, every grid, every aspect of yourself. And the word they're just giving me, I'm just placing over your chest, is the word freedom. You have found your freedom. And in your freedom, dear one, comes your power and your strength. You are a master manifester. Learn the skills, relearn the skills of manifesting. You are a cedar of light. Relearn the skills that you have within the whole aspect of the memory. Come back to the dragon. Come back to the giant. Come back to your truth. Nakula kite, kachana kite, chakana kite. Always come back to your truth. And with love, grace and honour, I'm going to very gently retrieve my energies from your field. And as I pull them back, as I separate from you, fill that space with the silver dragon energy. Fill the space with the silver dragon energy. And I ask all my dragons to clear any energy that's not mine, held within my throat. Any remembrance of shades that's held between my throat and my spine, please remove. And with love, grace and honour, I separate my energy field. Fill yourself up with light. I call back all aspects of myself through all dimensionals, time and space. Kianaki says Sokochanaki. I ask my dragons to call through all time and space, every part of me, bring me back into my physical body. Takala kieta kotora kie, shana kieta. And with love, grace and honour, I thank all those who work through me, for me, with me, those seen and unseen, heard and unheard, known and unknown. All those who step forward today, I thank you with grace and honour. Kiana kite sana kucha kinakiska. I honour the warrior, Tusagana Hanakai. Find your peace. Mutusa Mahana Kite. I thank Mother Mary, Kianaskada Anakai, and I ask you to leave the imprint of your hands upon the soul. Kiana Kite Katara Nahanakai. And I thank you for your divine light. I thank all of the dragons in all past, present and future, in all timelines, in all realities. I thank the ancestors, Tikete Sanakata Okuya, and all the star beings who channel through me, for me, with me, all of your higher self, my higher self. I thank the light, I thank the journey. Kia dasana kite katara, ishika ana. And I ask my dragons to come through my cabin, cleansing anything with your flames that isn't of my highest good, placing down into a crystalline ball, placing down into Gaia with love and gifting of light. Kiana kata sana kite. And I step away, and I step away as I step away. Nahise sana, ise sana, ise sana, ise takia nahai. And I ask you to find your highest timeline. It's there created for you. All other timelines deconstructed. Anchor into the higher timelines of abundance manifesting. Tise san san sise san. Sarakia te sanakucha. And then from the highest timeline, drop back down into your physical body. Drop back down. Five days of integration. 5 days of integration. Saraye sanakucha. Saraye sanakucha. Sariye Sanakucha, and I close all portals down, and I place again over you a second pyramid of light for the 5 days of integration, above, below, outside, within. 5 days of integration, healing within the protection of the pyramid of light. Surakite Kanchanakaya. Always guard the templates of the flower of life. These are very, very, very precious. Always make sure you're guarding and your dragon guards them. For these are where you create the light in order to seed the earth. And then when you're ready, only when you're ready, only when you're ready, come back into this reality, open your eyes. I'm not ready yet, so simply take your time. I'm just removing all of this energy from my spine. Grounding it down into Gaia.
Wow. Ooh. That's a lot.
Yeah, and that's why I always say I never know where we're going.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't possibly even think that, you know, how could you ever guess that that's where we needed to go? And I celebrate your bravery because, you know, that was heavy going. It was heavy going.
I understood for a long time now that I brought a lot of stuff to clear this lifetime, and that must be a dear friend who channeled for me for years. She was very gifted. This is many years ago, but Archangel Michael was who she worked with. He's very dear to me and always with me. And you said most people bring a knapsack. You brought a steamer trunk.
Yeah, I know that too. And I see that. It's just the greatest honor, the greatest privilege to step aside and allow that to happen for you, to see what it is. Suddenly when we understand it, it's so much easier for us to embody with our courageous self that which we are here to heal. And I could feel it. I could feel everything as I came in. I could see, as they were showing. So I step aside, but I'm still observing. That was huge. It was so huge. And until we could see and acknowledge that, we couldn't bring in the light. It was that which needed to be healed and released. And it was honestly such an honor, because then we could get to that beauty part, that we can bring in all that light, we can bring in all those codes, we can bring in your understanding of self, and it's transformative. And as I say, I honor your courageousness of being ready on this timeline in that moment to do that work. It was beautiful.
I'm very ready. I just got to a point where I didn't understand what I needed to clear, but I knew this stuff I'm carrying, but I needed somebody to be able to see what I couldn't see. A couple of questions. The light language, it was very distinctive, the sound of what you started with, and then you moved into more of a native sound, is the only way I could describe it.
Yeah.
Which hits my heart very deeply. I feel very connected to that. Is that they're distinctively different, correct?
When you go back and listen, you will hear so many dialects. So my light language changes according to who I'm channeling and the frequency that's required. And I can feel the subtle changes, and then I can feel the dramatic changes. And you'll find that's when I'm channeling your team, and they will be coming in and they'll be talking into the heart remembrance. And I can't tell you any more than that, because that's not, I don't need to know that. It's just allowing myself to channel every dialect, every star being, everything that's relevant to the client I'm working with, that frequency and that remembrance. But I can tell you that when I do shift and change, there are no words. And the fact that it resonates with your heart, goodness me, channeling through it resonates with mine too. And it was beautiful. And when you go back and listen to your recording, that's the whole reason I record, because there's just so much information. Go back and you'll be able to see all of the different light languages come in. I mean, it could be up to 20 that come in. And sometimes, I very rarely work with just one dialect, because I think for me it's a process as I emerge fully into your blueprint and your energy system. The frequencies change, therefore the light language changes to meet that frequency.
So you brought in a lot of Palladian presence, which surprised me. Do I have a strong connection with them?
Absolutely, Palladian daughter. Remember we incarnate. We never stop incarnating. It's part of the existence outside of this reality. And we will be in so many star systems. We will be in so many planets. You won't just have a Palladian aspect of yourself. You will have multiple aspects of yourselves throughout the whole galaxy. And often our work with we'll go back to planets that aren't of this galactic template, that they will be wherever they are within the cosmic cycle. and sometimes there will be a name given, and sometimes there will just be a frequency. So what would be beautiful for you is, okay, thank you. They're just showing me to when you relate to the lotus that was seeded within the root, just to call upon Palladium Mother and bring that energy down and see how it feels. Rediscover yourself. Rediscover yourself.
Okay. Okay. I only asked because I've really been reaching out a lot to Arcturian energy. But yeah, no, I very much, the Arcturians recently told me that I'm on my 1,206th life, which horrified me.
That's just a small sample. But you know, when you were talking, it was like, yeah, acknowledge the Arcturian, but actually you need to start acknowledging the other aspects of yourself.
Okay.
That's why it came through.
And the flower of life, that design, I love it. I love that it was like a tribal symbol for my tribe, because I want to go get something with it on now. I've always loved that. I paint. Well, I used to paint a lot. I barely paint anymore, but I could just see a big painting with the flower of life.
Start painting, honey. Start painting.